Got a question from Free the World from 666. Hey buddy, do you think it's a good idea to take out equity now? But I have no idea why I'm taking it out. That's a really great question. Now let's rephrase this question for a lot of first home buyers who watch this video. So when you buy a house, for example, this property is worth $1 million and you're borrowing at 80%, the loan will be $800,000. What equity means is that, say, after 5 years, the property appreciates to $1.5 million. Now, you do the same calculation at 80% of $1.5 million, that equals to $1.2 million of max lending the bank can loan you without paying mortgage insurance. Now, if you remember, the original loan was $800,000. So, because you can go up to $1.2 million with the bank, because the property has gone up in value, there is $400,000 equity. So therefore, equity is defined as what you can borrow at 80% at your current market value of your property, minus the original loan amount that you owe the bank. That equals equity. So now that we're on the same page, let's answer Free the World's question. Do you think it's a good idea? Yes. Imagine this is the graph that describes our property market. So it doesn't look like this, but it sort of plays an example. For example, there's ups and downs, and it's sort of trending upwards slowly. Right now, with the interest rate rise, we're going to see a correction in place where property prices, for example, the house that we were talking about, it's going to have a 10 to 15% correction. So that means at the height of the property market, your equity might be $400,000 because it's worth 1.5. But as a correction gets put in place, for example, by the increased RBA interest rate hikes, the media doom and gloom, and the domino effect from the seller's market where one person sells less, then the other person sells less, and then we see a little bit of a correction in the property market, this potential cash out will dwindle. That's why I think it's a great idea, me personally, if I was to do it, is to cash out before the market falls too low. Because if you were to cash out here, that's about 400K. But if you were to cash out here, it might be 100K. Now, the whole idea of cashing out is that you have a spare facility that is fully offset, because obviously when you cash out, it will be a variable loan, offset, interest only, so you don't really pay anything on this facility. These facilities are ready to go when you find another investment property that is dire cheap. Now, going back to the graph, as we can see, properties go up and down. So the best time to buy is at the dip. But when you want to buy at a dip, you need ammunition. Now you can see if you cashed out at the peak, you get 400K. But if you cashed out too late, you only get 100K. Now that's the difference of buying one property or two properties. Hopefully that answers your question.